Fashion is fun, fabulous, and fancy. But did you know that fashion is also closely linked to agriculture? The production, use, and disposal of the materials used for clothes has a massive negative impact on the total variety of life on Earth, which is called biodiversity. Cotton production alone accounts for 22.5% of the world's total pesticide use. Approximately 20% of industrial water pollution comes from textile dyeing and treatment, and 72% of all clothes end up in landfills, which is a substantial waste of resources. Actually, we risk losing up to 300 species per hectare every time a new landfill site is developed. And no matter how disconnected you feel from nature in your daily life, your whole existence is based on it, and so is our global economy. Right now, fashion is making the world a little less colorful and lively. Surely, that was never the intention. So how does fashion go from being part of the problem to being part of the solution? Let's take a look at shoes as an example. Every year, we produce 11 billion pairs of leather shoes, using 65% of the world's leather. Brazil is one of the world's top producers of bovine leather. That means cattle. Brazil is also home to the majority of the Amazon rainforest, and cattle ranching has been responsible for about 80% of all deforestation in the region, making it the world's largest single driver of deforestation. This has dire consequences for the biodiversity of our planet because the Amazon has more plant and animal species per square meter than anywhere else in the world. This is the Iquitos gnatcatcher. This little gray and white bird was discovered as late as 2005, and now there are only a few hundred left in the wild. And then there's the Peruvian woolly monkey, the giant Brazilian otter, the white-bellied spider monkey, and all the other plants and animals that are now threatened by extinction before we even got to know them. So what can the fashion industry do to save them? The fashion industry must act now, and there are a lot of possible solutions, like going from animal leather to things like fruit. The pineapple industry globally produces 40,000 tons of waste pineapple leaves each year, which are usually left to rot or burned. The waste from 16 pineapple plants creates enough leather-like material to make one pair of men's shoes, and the leftover biomass from the process can be used as a fertilizer. Sustainable bioleather can also be made from oranges, mushrooms, seaweed, cork, or even grown in a lab. But innovative and eco-friendly products like these can only be a success if they become commercially viable and scalable, which requires investments from the industry. It's time to invest in biodiversity because there's no Planet B.